What is going on, fight fans? We have another development update here from Steel City Interactive. We know that you've been wondering what's been happening since the .7 update, so we've gotten the team together to share what we've been working on and what you can expect next. Here with us, we have Ash Habib, the CEO and creative director, as well as Tom Miles, the studio lead here at Steel City Interactive. So, first question right off the bat. How did the .7 update go?
Yeah, 0.7 it went really well. In general, fans really liked it. We've had a lot of new players, and a lot of existing players came back to play 0.7 as well. We got a lot of feedback, both positive and areas of improvement that we already knew that we wanted to work on, and we've taken a lot of that back to the team. And you know, some of those areas that are known, like punch physics and areas of your defense, we know that overall balance has been an issue as well. So we weren't surprised with the comments and some of the feedback, but in general, like really well. And it's really helped us kind of define some of the next steps that we wanted to take.
That fan input has been super critical during the early access period. What are we going to be doing with that feedback? What are we actually going to be presenting to them in this next update?
Early access is really important for us precisely for that reason. We want to continually improve the game. We've done that over the previous updates with, general balancing, introducing new features like the flat-footed movement. But the in-ring action, we felt like it's kind of missed the mark in certain spaces. So we've spent a lot of time now trying to rebalance and essentially make that part of the game feel much better. So yeah, we've been working really hard on improving these key areas, and heading towards our full release on console and PC. So whilst this feedback has been pretty invaluable, we've also got a new group of beta testers essentially that have been testing the latest version of the game, and we're delighted to say that it's had an overwhelmingly positive reaction to the changes that we've made. So yeah, we're looking forward to sharing that with you all.
That sounds fantastic. Let's talk about some of those changes.
Sure. So one of the areas we've been working on is just the way the punches look and how they feel in the game.
There we go.
Based on the multitude of fighters we've got in the game, all the different punch sets, the move sets, we realized that they're not.
Uno momento. We're gonna have to, take this one slow. They showed old right here.
We realized that.
I guess a different camera? I mean, this is a beautiful camera angle. Don't get me wrong. This is a gorgeous camera angle.
They're not all particularly polished. So we've gone back and reworked a number of punches so that they feel better, they land better, combinations kind of look smoother, and it just feels more of a fluid and dynamic game, and ultimately more rewarding.
Yes. Tell me you guys did that for all the punches. That looks so much better. This is what we've been asking for. Is what I've been talking about since the game first dropped. Oh my goodness. That shot right now looks way more impactful. There's actual rotation of the fighter hips. It looks like the fighter is actually intending to do damage, and the impact and the speed. That's a proper shot right now. Holy shit. Hold on a second.
So that they feel better, they land better.
Look at that. This is the old one was nothing but arm punches. You notice how the head stays straight as the arm is just punching. Is what we were talking about initially. I was saying this. Arm punches. There's no shoulder involvement. The hip is not rotating. Now watch the next one. You're going to see the head is not going to just stay completely straight as the fighter is throwing the shot. The head is going to tilt. The shoulder is going to tilt. The hip is going to rotate. The feet, the knees is going to drop. It's a proper shot, like you're actually meaning to do damage. Watch this.
Combinations kind of look smoother.
Boom, look at the head.
And it just feels more of a fluid and dynamic game. And, ultimately more rewarding. So there's been plenty of specific punches that, we've been looking at where we felt one or two might be a little bit overpowered, like the backstep straight, for example, or the body uppercut. And we've also made some nuanced changes as well with the actual fighter physics. So for example, we've been adjusting the distance between fighters just so that punches can land cleanly. And when it feels like you've really landed a clean shot, we wanted that to feel devastating, because that's how it is in boxing, right? When someone lands a big shot, you want to be able to feel that, and that's something that we've been really focused on, because some of the feedback we've been getting about the game is that whilst it is a very
they actually made him as fast as he should be. Look at how quick he is. He's actually as fast as he should be.
We've been really focused on, because some of the feedback we've been getting about the game is that whilst it is a very technical game, the actual big knockouts and the big shots don't always come across that way. So we've spent a lot of time essentially making those punches look better, the reactions look better as well. But I think more importantly, we've improved the underlying systems really that kind of use all of that as a base. So everything from the physics, how the fighters move, the punch targeting. So we've really gone into the really granular level to make sure that the game feels good, it plays good, and it's satisfying when you punch somebody in the face.
Those changes sound fantastic.
Yes, Edward, they do. They sound fantastic, sir. They absolutely do. This is what I've been hoping for. Man, animation is everything. Animation is everything. It is what drives impact. This is something that, man, I've been crying about and saying it with every single freaking game. The only game that I have never had a single complaint when it comes to animation is Fight Night Champion. That's it. Fight Night Champion has the best punch animations out of any video game you could name today. There is no video game that comes close to the the UFC series, yes, with some of its shots, but when it comes to the impact, the way the punch actually looks like there's bad intention to it. And that's with the regular punches as well as the power punches, the different animations you get with the fighters, the Mike Tyson set, the Muhammad Ali set, the Roy Jones Jr. set, the Manny Pacquiao sets, and some of the other guys, the Vladimir Klitschko's, dude, like, just absolutely beautiful, beautiful animations. And when you have impactful animations, that's what makes the game that you're actually playing feel like it's powerful. It's the punch animations where it looks like the fighter is not just throwing arm punch, like the fighter is throwing his body into it. He's actually throwing powerful shots. That's one. But then the hit reactions. How is the fighter you're hitting reacting to the shots that you're hitting him with? If he's standing there like a stone wall and every single time you make contact, it doesn't move his body, there are no hit reactions, there's no stopping power, anything, the game is just going to feel weak. It's going to feel rock'em sock'em. So everything begins with good, realistic, impactful animations, and I am so glad that they are finally going back and saying, you know what, bro, let's just take a look at our goddamn punch animations, and look, frankly, they're not good, and we're going to make improvements to it. Thank you. I feel vindicated, because when I was talking about these animations, a lot of people were telling me, you just don't understand boxing. That's just a flicker jab. That's blah, blah, blah. Blah. I'm so glad they are improving these animations. I'm telling you, that small thing, those small improvements, speeding up some of these punches, making them more impactful, it will make playing the game so much more fun. I keep saying that, man. Animation is everything. I'm the animation I'm the animation freaking screamer. But I'm telling you, man, it is everything, and I'm so glad they're focusing on that.
Fantastic. I've really seen the community voice their concerns about this. So it's really cool to see that, we've been making these changes in the game. Another concern that I've seen with the community is in regards to the impacts of punches on stamina and how that impacts the rest of the fight, or how that impacts the fight as it's happening. What are we doing to actually improve that part of the game?
One of the things we really want to do is show the damage that players are causing to their opponents. Also, we really want to make sure that players are conscious of the punches they're throwing, right? So one of the things we've done is we've improved the fighter physics system, which is tied to the state that fighters are enjoying the fight, which means that fighters are visibly more unsteady.
You know what I'm noticing as well? It looks like they improved head movement by a lot. One of the issues I used to have with the game is that head movement did not grant you the evasive properties that you needed. In other words, when you were moving your head, shots were still tracking you while moving your head. But then when you move your feet just a little bit, punches will whiff. It makes no sense, right? It makes no sense that when you move your feet just a little bit, the fighter that's trying to hit you will just whiff completely. But then when you try to move your head out the way, it's tracking your head movement. From what I'm seeing right now, bro, it looks like they've improved head movement a ton. Like, that's what it's looking like, because these shots are whiffing as you're moving your head. I'm hoping that's what I'm seeing.
And when they're in low stamina or low health states, what that does is it really kind of amplifies that when you punch someone, it's really having an impact on someone.
There we go.
We've also overhauled our arm fatigue system, which punishes players for throwing excessive same-hand punches in a short space of time. In the live game, players who do this see their punch speed increasingly slow. We didn't think that felt authentic, so we made it so the amount of recovery frames between each punch animation increases. It means there's still an opportunity for their opponent to counter. It means that punches still look and feel realistic. We've also made it so gas fighters also use arm fatigue as well.
That's really amazing.
So I'm not going to play this whole entire video because I do want you guys to go and watch their video. I don't want you to just watch this video and like get everything from it, because I really respect what these guys are doing. So I'm going to check this. I'm going to watch a little bit more, and then I'm going to shut this off and finish watching it myself. And then I'm going to leave a link to their video in the description below. Go watch their actual video. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let them know that you really, really appreciate the hard work. I understand, man, like, you know, the game right now is not in a very fun state. For me personally, I just don't really enjoy playing it too much because of the issues, some of these issues that they are addressing right now. So I can't wait to get my hands on this game. Like, as I'm looking at some of the footage I'm seeing right now, it's literally looking like a lot of things improved. Not just the punch animations, the head movement has been improved. That looks clear as day to me. I don't even need them to tell me. It's looking clear as day. I'm also noticing more stopping power on these shots, because a big problem I used to have was the rock'em sock'em. You know, you're intercepting somebody. It's not halting them. It's not stopping them in their tracks. I'm noticing some increases in stopping power. We might be looking at a completely brand new game, boys.
To see and hear, because, you know, regarding that arm fatigue, the overhaul to the arm fatigue system, it just makes it look better aesthetically. It helps with the gameplay flow, but it also keeps people from spamming one punch over and over and over again. So I absolutely love that change that has been made when it comes to the arm fatigue system. So what can you tell us about the player's ability to punish mistakes and the improvements on how the punch impacts feel?
So look, that's a super important aspect of the game. I feel like with Undisputed in the current live build, it is almost too free-flowing, where at times it can look a little bit rock'em sock'em.
Yes.
Where, you know, those impactful punches aren't really making a huge difference to the opponent. So we really wanted to change that in a so that it's more of a controlled experience, in terms of, like, if you're getting
There we go, stopping
hit
power.
during you know, you throwing a punch and you've been hit with a big counter, like, that should stop you in your tracks. And I think, you know, the current build didn't really show that very effectively. So we've made some changes where, you know, counter punches are more impactful. You do have to think about what punch you're going to throw next, and you won't just continually be able to throw punches whilst you're getting hit. So you know, that's a big improvement we feel that we've made to the game. But not only that, in terms of the in-ring mechanics, we've also changed, you know, the camera angles and some of the visual effects.
Okay.
So I'm pleased to say there's a new default camera, which essentially is more of an in-action camera, which really shows some of the visual effects around the punches, you know, especially power punches and counter punches as well. And it just feels more cinematic, where, you know, you can really see the sweat flying off, the ripples in the skin when the punch lands. So it's just a more engaging experience. But also, you know, we're not removing anything, right? So if you still prefer the zoomed out view, then you can absolutely play with that.
Yeah, all of that sounds absolutely amazing. It feels good when playing it.
All right, I'm going to end it right here, around eight minutes in. This video is 18 minutes long, And like I said, I want you guys to go check out their video. If you haven't seen the full update, go check out their video themselves. So far, dude, the little that I've heard has me absolutely excited for the return of Undisputed Boxing. At the moment, we still don't know exactly when the full game is going to drop. I don't know if they talk about it in this particular video. We're gonna find out. So thank you guys for watching. Go and check out their video. I'm going to leave it in the description below. Go watch the whole thing and leave a comment. Let them know that you appreciate what the hell they're doing, bro, because I really, really do. I think all of these little things are going to make the game better. Is it going to be a perfect experience when they're done? Highly, highly doubt it. I've always said with Undisputed Boxing, you got to go in with the right expectations. You have to. You know, I'm pretty sure not every single punch animation has been changed. It looks like some of them were changed. A few of them have remained the same. It looks like a lot of the shots were sped up, which is good because, you know, if you speed certain things up, the slower something is, the more you see the flaws. So a really good way to kind of hide the flaws is to just speed things up. You speed things up, you make it more impactful, you add more hit reactions to the other guy, and all of a sudden, that slow, you know, that kind of looks terrible. When you speed it up, all of a sudden it looks so much better. And if you speed it up and you have some impact on the guy that's been hit, and he looks like he was actually impacted by a shot, all of a sudden you almost don't even notice that there's some flaws to, like, some wonkiness to the animation. So it looks like they did that trick in there, which kudos to you guys. Hey, whatever you got to do to make the things look aesthetic, you do what you got to do. I'm down with that. Head movement looks improved 100%. They've talked about hit reactions. It looks improved. So I'm going to go finish watching this to see what else they added, and you guys go do the same. Thank you so much for watching. Kudos to Steel City Interactive. Edward, it's nice to see you, buddy. And talk to you guys later. Peace out.